Hi, welcome to the last Boys and Girls Club video on mask making. And when I saw you last time, I had my mask made. It's the Pink Panther. And I painted the whole thing white so that when I put my color on there that it would, the print wouldn't show through. And so that's where I am now. I also have to do one thing before I do anything else, and that is make his whiskers. So I didn't really know what to do about whiskers, and so I went to the store. I have a lot of these, so if you have whiskers on yours, I will bring you some because I have way more than I need. But I figure Pink Panther will have 6 whiskers, 3 on each side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But, you know, of course, his whiskers aren't going to be tan. They're going to be black. So I'm going to just show you how I'm going to paint all 6 of them, but I'm going to just show you on one of them. This is the part that's going to stick into my mask. And so I'm going to I have black paint in this cup, and I'm going to take the black paint and I'm going to put my wooden skewer in there, my whisker, and I'm going to just get a whole bunch of paint on it like that. Then I'm going to take a paper towel and I'm going to move it down the whisker, and there it's painted with very little mess. And so that's 1, and of course I will do all 6 at a later date. And of course, hopefully you won't be like me, get paint all over yourself, which is how I do everything. So I have to make pink because I have the Pink Panther. And when we talked last time about mixing paint, we talked about how if you mix a dark color into a light color, then you will be able to get the color that you want pretty quickly. If I tried to mix white into red to get pink, then it wouldn't really work out very well because it wouldn't change fast enough and I'd have to use too much paint. Now the thing about your mask is you want to make sure you have enough paint though to finish the whole thing, because mixing the same color can be almost impossible. So you want to make sure that you have enough. I've got all of this white and I'm going to start adding red into it. Now his nose is considerably darker, so I'm going to leave the nose until after I paint the rest of him because I'm going to mix my light color first. And so I'm not going to put very much red in there because I want it to be pink first. And I want him to be a pretty pink panther. Like, I don't want him to be kind of red or anything like that. I really want him to be pink. And the other thing about mixing this paint is that it'll dry darker than it looks. So I just want you to kind of get an idea. Golly, the lighting is so bad. I don't know if you can see. Let me just turn this down a little bit. Let's see if you can see this pink. Oh, there it is. All right, and I'm going to start painting my project. Now, one thing I have to do is I have to take my pencil and I have to mark the places where it's going to get different colors. Everything on here is going to be pink except for this nose, which I can pretty much see, and then his eyes. And he's got kind of closed lids on mine. So that where his eyes are, that's going to be yellow. And I want to make sure I don't put pink there. I want it to be yellow. And I have my yellow paint already. And then also I'm going to have to put black in those eyes. So it's a little hard to draw on there, but I can do it. And I'm also going to put a darker red inside his ears. So when I paint this pink, I won't have to worry about painting the very inside of the ears. So I'll be right back with my pink parts painted. So I just want you to see that I'm painting the rim first. That it may not be a good idea for you to do that if you don't have a place to put it up, right? Because you want to be able to put it down and have it not stick to anything. However, you can always put a piece of newspaper down. Okay, I have all my pink parts painted. Say that one time slowly. And now I'm going to paint the insides of my ears and the nose. And so that has to be a little darker. And I was thinking, you know, gosh, what if I need to do touch-ups? I can tell already that when this pink dries, I'm going to find places where I probably missed painting the pink. So I'm going to actually mix the darker red in a separate container so that this pink stays the same pink as it is, and that way when I go to use it, it won't look a different color from the first pink that I put on there, and I can just do touch-ups and I don't have to paint the whole thing over again. And so I'm going to mix up a darker pink, and with this darker pink I am going to paint the nose and the inside of the ears. And then who knows what I'm going to do next. Right, the eyes. Now, if I'm mixing colors and I want to mix a dark color and a light color, somebody tell me, what do I do? Do I put light into dark or dark into light? Which one is it? Which one makes most sense? Okay, so how many of you got that when you're mixing colors, it's best to put the dark color into the light color? Because if you were one of them, then you got it right. Okay, so now I'm going to wash my brushes, I'm going to finish my whiskers, and I'm going to paint my eyes, and then I'll be back. Okay, well, I have been working away on my Pink Panther. I've got a few more touch-ups to do, but I think, and he's still a little wet from those touch-ups, I think you can see how he's turned out. Now, I'm going to paint his mouth right here, and I'm going to touch up his nose, and then I'll be done. So I'm pretty excited about that. Maybe even touch up these black parts of his eyes, and then I'll have a finished product. Okay, well, my mask is done, and I am just cleaning up a little bit, and I'm just going to review some of the things that we did. So today we mixed the pink, which means we were mixing the dark color into the light color, and we wanted to make sure that we had a darker pink, so we had to plan for that. And then we also painted the whiskers, and just make sure you can see them. And then so I mixed the pinks, but I did not have to mix the yellow or the black. And I've painted the whole thing and done all my touch-ups, and now he's done. And I'm going to actually bring him to the Boys and Girls Club so you can see him in person.